Hey friends, John here from Proverbs 27:9 Fragrance. And today I've got several first impression videos to do for you. But I'm going to start out with the most anticipated first impression video that I've ever done. It is the Holy Grail of Zaharoff fragrances. It is the OG from 1999. Zaharoff Pour Homme. If you would, go ahead and like the video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you've ever smelled this. Most people have not. And please subscribe to the channel. That way you're notified every time we upload this sweet smelling fragrance related content. So super excited. I found this on eBay. And I actually reached out to George to see if it was legit. And he confirmed that it actually was. So this is a fragrance that I have always wanted to smell and didn't think that I would ever get a chance to. And feels like there's a box. I mean, that would be awesome if it was in an original box. The eBay pictures didn't show a box, so there's a Zaharoff box here, and it doesn't look like any of my old ones, and that is the original Zaharoff box. Man, I'm so excited. This is awesome. All right. You know, I don't know if I'm going to really go into a presentation and all that in this video. I'll probably come back and do, you know, a full review. I know I will. I mean, probably. I'm going to come back and do a full review, but I'll just kind of show you opening the box. This is, I guess his old presentation was just more of a kind of a designer style, you know, cheaper cardboard box, but that's so cool. That's a bonus. I had no idea that it was coming in that. All right, and just so you know, the concentration here, this is the aftershave. It's 100 ml. Reference number is 89903. 89903. That's the reference number. There's also another number on here, F950. So I don't know which one of those is the batch code. It may be the F950, but all right. Let's just compare so that you'll kind of see side by side, which this is my bottle of the signature Pour Homme. Is the, what is it, are they 75 ml maybe? But you can see how similar the original is. The bottle shape is pretty much identical. The lids, or the caps, excuse me, is where I think they're much better on the newer one. You see, of course, the Zaharoff signature, you know, it kind of clicks down like that. Looks like it maybe doesn't do that so much in the old one here. Is this a screw on? Okay, so this is a splash. Oh, wow. I tell you what, that is amazing. Wow. Claude did a good job when he replicated with signature Pour Homme, because they are very, very close. So let me go ahead and put this on skin. The Zaharoff Pour Homme and signature Pour Homme are I don't know what they're classified as for the website Zaharoff or whatever, but it's kind of like an Oriental fougere. There's a lot of resinous, warm, spicy qualities like you get with an Oriental fragrance. Kind of I can't really remember if there's vanilla in Signature Pour Homme or in Pour Homme. I don't think there is, but there's still that sweetness and that amber. Maybe amber fougere is a better description of it. A lot of lavender. And so what I get in this is it is very, very similar to Signature Pour Homme, but I would say that there's a touch more powder to it. Just a little bit, though. It's not like it's a powder bomb or anything like that. Now, of course, this is so Zaharoff Pour Homme was a 1999 release. Claude Deer was the perfumer. This was, I think, George, I'd heard on one of his videos that he had like I don't know if it was an exclusive agreement with Neiman Marcus or Nordstrom. It seemed like it was one of those two companies, and they, carried them in all their stores. And I don't know if it was like a national release in all the major department store chains, or if it was just kind of limited to, like I said, Neiman Marcus or Nordstrom, whoever it was that he had the relationship with. But again, and I don't know the popularity of it back then. I think it was just kind of more of a niche release that was, definitely beloved, but not sure if it was ever, as popular as the new line is. I don't know. That would be something for some of y'all that was around back then to say. But ever since I've smelled this fragrance, I've been in love with it. And to be honest with you, of everything that he has had that has come out that I have either bought or that he has gifted me, whether it be, Signature Royale or, Royale X or Black Rose Helfetti or Citrine, of all the different ones. And, I've had Rosé, Noir, of all of them, by far, this is still my favorite. And so to smell the original here and to see how similar these two are, it's amazing. I guess, with Claude being the perfumer, I thought that I had seen that George, and I don't know, maybe George will watch this video and chime in the comments. That would be awesome. I would love for you, George, if you do watch this, to kind of do a little bit of maybe a little mini documentary on these two fragrances and tell us the origin of this one and, the history and the story and if the formula got lost or whatever. Did Claude have it written down in his notes and that's why he was able to get it back to being so close, or did he have to kind of just go by, his memory and smell? I'd love to know all those things, but they're very, very similar. This one, he did a wonderful job. In fact, I would say, and of course, this is an old bottle. This is probably from 99 or 2000. I'll check the reference number. I'll ask George which one of these numbers it is again and see if he maybe can tell me, exactly what year, because I don't really remember what year this was discontinued. But Claude did an amazing job of replicating it. If he did not have his old formula written down, Yeah, he really did an amazing job. But I would say that the newer version, Signature Pour Homme, is maybe just a little brighter. Of course, this being the aftershave edition, this one has more alcohol, so it's a little bit lower concentration. I will say though, as all Zaharoff fragrances are, it's even for an aftershave, it's still a pretty good, amount of oil. It's not like it is diluted down so much that it's, I don't know if you can see it, but there's still a little bit of a shine there, on my hand. So I would say, probably a Zaharoff aftershave concentration is comparable to a regular designer house's eau de toilette, if I was just guessing. But to say what this smells like, it really does smell like this. There's nothing really old or outdated in the original version that's sticking out. There's something different there. Let me see if I can kind of pinpoint. It smells to me like this one has a little more cinnamon or that cinnamon vibe than the original one. This one may be slightly mossier or greener, just slightly. There's nothing funky in either one of them. Gosh, I love this fragrance so much, and to have the original to me is just so cool. First impression, what I'm most shocked is that how similar they are, honestly. I really thought that it would be a more dated version of this, that I thought that Signature Pour Homme was probably a freshened up, more up to date, and that this was probably a little, 99. I mean, it's not like it's an 80s fragrance or anything, but I thought, well, it may have a little bit of, something a little more animalic or funky in it. It doesn't. It's beautiful. It's smooth. It's warm. It's rich. It's smoky. It's creamy. It's woody. The way the rose in these fragrances is just so subtle in the background. It's just, it's just playing a note in the symphony. It's not doing a solo, and so it smells so good that way. Everything is so well blended. Back whenever George was doing this the first time, quality was there. The beauty of he made some improvements on the cap and things of that nature, but it appears that Zaharoff is and has always been very concerned with quality, luxury, and just making premium fragrances, because this bottle of fragrance that is 25 or 26 years old, it still smells like it's brand new. And so that just tells you the quality that was in this juice, and for it to be such a low concentration, for it to still smell that good this many years later, it just tells you how how premium quality this really is. So, man, I'm shocked and excited, and I just think it's so cool. Have you ever smelled the original, the one that inspired this? Have you ever smelled this? If not, it's definitely worth it. If you could find you a bottle, it would definitely be worth it to grab. I think it's so cool that I actually paid for this about the same price of what a new, same size bottle of this would be. So I think I got a steal. I think this is worth double what I paid for it. So I'm excited. George, tell Claude he did an awesome job because he really caught not only the essence of this, but he really was able to catch the fullness of everything that it has. Again, from the smoke to the amber to the rose to the lavender. Lavender is my favorite note, and I think that's one of the reasons why I love this fragrance so much. So I'll come back and do a full review later on. I might be tempted to sell some decants of this because it would be so easy to decant, and I'd love to share it with some of y'all. And I've got a lot of juice. It's 100 ml, and it's probably 90-95% full. I may do that. You may keep an eye on my eBay store. I might do that, or I might would take some trades or something. It's one of those things where I don't want to be selfish and hog it all to myself, because I'm not really gonna wear this one probably unless I had a super special occasion, as much as I'm just gonna come and sniff it all the time, And so I might be tempted to do that in certain occasions. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, first impression of the original Zaharoff Pour On. Love it. Blown away. Like, share, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Till we see you down the road, I say God bless. Frag on, frag fam.